life, I'm doing the soft life, I'm living the soft life, I want the soft life. And we want to know, what is the soft life and how can you practically live the soft life? Is it even possible for you to live the soft life without having money? That's what we want to talk about this evening on the Powertalk show. We want to find out, is it the soft life or is it a hype? So I'm joined on set by two amazing guests who are going to give us some insight on what they think the soft life is and how you can achieve it realistically. So I'm joined by the lovely lady. I'm here with Bilha. She's an actress.
Yes.
Karibu.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's such a pleasure. How are you doing?
Well, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Tutaingilia hapo kwa well.
I'm good.
And next to Bilha, we have Austin, who he's not a guest for the first time. He is an engineer and a media personality. Karibu tena.
Asante sana.
Unafilaje?
Kuna furaha tu nimechill. Ngoja tuchambue hii topic ya soft life.
What Hey, guys.
It's
time, exactly. Because I feel like we've been talking about soft life. Kila mtu anataka soft life. Soft life ni nini? Like, what is it? And before the term even became popular, did it exist? Was there a soft life before? Ama ni kitu yenye sisi tumejiekea in the past few years. So I want to hear from you as well as we get into this conversation. So be sure to go on our platforms at Y254 across all socials and let me know what you think about this topic. So nimekuuliza swali na nataka nijue what you think. What is the soft life? You know, genuinely, do you think the soft life people portray on social media is real or is it a scam? Unafikiria watu wanapiga, is it just photo shoots? Is it just people who are doing publicity? Or is it something that's genuine? Is it a lifestyle that is real? And is it even sustainable? I want to hear from you. So go on our platforms at Y254. We'll get into your comments later on. But for now, I feel like what you guys personally think, because I believe everyone has a definition of the soft life.
Yes.
I don't think there's any universal definition.
No.
Maybe iko, lakini hata hatujui. Unajua, like
Yes.
everyone has their own definition. So ladies first, Bilha, what would you say is a soft life?
Soft life for me is doing things at my convenience.
Yeah.
Doing things at my convenience without anyone pushing me around, without anything pushing me around, like, what am I supposed to do now? I'm supposed to be here. What are you not doing here? You get?
Yeah.
And just doing things at my convenience and knowing whatever I want and need and having them at that time. You get? For example, waking up. Waking up at 11:30, waking up at 10, that's soft life for me.
Yeah.
But before I wake up at that 10:30, what have I done for me to wake up at that 10:30? You feel me? Yes.
Yeah. I like that. I like the way you've said it's doing things at your own convenience.
Yes.
Because there's a sort of freedom that comes with that. You're
Of
not,
course.
you know, unajua saa ingine you're just being dictated by the clock.
Yes.
Ikifika 8 na ujaingia kwa ofisi, by the way, it's over.
It's done for you.
Yeah,
I
ati class ya
don't
11,
like that.
imagine atasahau your story kama
Please.
ujaingia.
Exactly.
But having the convenience, the luxury of
Yes.
choosing when I want to do this, how I want to do it,
Yes.
that's the definition of the soft life for you.
Yes.
Austin, what about you? What do you think? First, I think, let me also pair this with the guy's perspective, especially that. Do you think guys can live a soft life? And what's the definition of the soft life for a guy, or in your perspective?
Okay, personally for me, I don't think guys should have soft life. Yeah, I don't think men should have soft life. Soft life, venye tu ame-explain, amesema ni living in your own convenience. Kufanya vitu ile time yenye unataka, kuamka ile time yenye unataka, but I don't think it's for men. Yeah, I don't think men wanafaa kuishi na hiyo life. I think men should work hard. Ni vizuri hata Biblia iko inasema tu huko mwanzo kulikuwa na laana na kila mtu alipatiwa laana yake, and one of the curses zenye mwanaume alipatiwa, you will toil the land. You will sweat to get what you want. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you agree with her definition of the soft life?
Yeah.
Na wanaume, imagine mkwe too tough.
Yeah, men should be tough.
And you know, funny enough, that's not the first time I've had that. I've come across so many guys who are like, you know, I just want to be tough, I want to be rough. Staki hata skincare, sijui. And yeah,
Skincare.
Why?
you know, Bilha is asking why, and that's the exact same sentiment I have. I'm like, yo.
Skincare, wanasema skincare ni ku have soft life.
tebu acha tutaingilia
Because what?
Wacha tuende pole pole
there's a
tusipate
line,
pressure
there's a line,
saying
yeah.
before to talk from our soft life.
Yeah.
But now that's what I want to get into. What are some of the daily habits that unaweza sema soft life? Because Kenya tunajua soft life ni yenye tumeonyeshwa social media. Unajua umepampaiwa, sijui mtu wako amekuachia hapo mapesa, maua, sijui chocolate, gari, sijui nini. You know, that's the perception of what we've seen. And I think that's where the term of soft life came from. Unajua umespoiliwa hapo na magifts sijui 100 and uko like but was there a soft life before mani sisi Gen Z tumejiwekea tu maneno zetu?
I feel like soft life has been there, but people never termed it as soft life. Now with all these things from social media and the internet, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, now I think people are finding it like that's the soft life, being gifted, going for trips. Yes, that's soft life, but is it really soft life? You get me?
Yeah.
Like going on trips, going here, going there, going to this hotel, going to that hotel. Yes, it might be soft life for some people, but is it really soft life?
Yeah. And I think that's the question.
Yes.
Is it really?
Is it really?
That's the thing we're trying to figure out. Because unajua siku hizi tunaonanga kama, imagine if you don't have money, you can't have a soft life.
And that's where people go wrong, honestly. That's where people go wrong, because it's not supposed to be luxury, that's soft life. I can be at home with no money, but I have healthy food, I have water, I have my TV over there, I have everything. That's soft life for me.
Yeah.
I don't really have to go to Bali to be saying that now I'm living the soft life.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really like that. And now, let me ask Austin, because unajua umeleta some very important things, and I think that's leading to where I want to go next. Our ancestors, we've just been having a brief conversation about that before. There were times when wanaume mlikuwa mnaenda kufight hivi malayo and you know, and you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You have to kill this lion or your village is finished.
Yeah.
You know, protect the women and children.
Yes.
And that was the vibe. But then right now we have the convenience of the lions are in the park, and then we live in gated estates. So wouldn't you think that's also in some ways us living the soft life? Because if our ancestors, imagine tuseme tu kweli, say your great grandfather woke up, akuone tu na simu na technology.
Tashindo ni nani?
What do you think? Do you think the modernization of society has made us live the soft life to some extent because of the luxuries we have?
Absolutely. Venye tu umesema nikijiangalia na my grandparents, especially let's say my grandpa. Umse alipitia life.
Yeah.
Umse alipitia life. Na hakuwa na any option. You see, for me I have options. You understand? Nimejipata time yenye kuna a lot of options. I can decide what to do and what not to do. You understand?
Yeah.
My grandpa hakuwa na hiyo option. You understand? Wazazi wa hiyo siku walikuwa different na wazazi wa sahi. Wazazi wa hiyo siku walikuwa akisema hivi ni hivyo. Society ikisema hivi ni hivyo. You understand?
Yeah.
But now I think we are more civil, which is, definitely we are enjoying some softness. But pia tuko na challenges zetu as men, as a modern man. We have new challenges zenye maybe my grandpa hawezi conquer.
That's true.
Yeah,
so bado kuna hiyo balance, kuna struggles bado in present society.
Absolutely.
But kuna hiyo luxury of the comfort of some things. Not how maybe walikuwa na luxury ya vitu zingine. You know, because I think life was kind of vibes back then. When I think about it, like maybe before slavery, before everything else. Unaona, mimi nikipicture mimi unaona ni kama watu walikuwa kwa village wanakulanga tu fruits,
manyama
tu, because especially kama community yenu. Mnakumbuka the river and the source, like akoko as a child.
Now that you have this life, enjoy this life. Na upatiwe na ile option nyingine utapick gani?
Inategemea. Kama ni slavery. In Africa inategemea. It depends on the timeline, the continent. And the and my economic class.
Very true.
Very important.
Very important.
Junazo, wacha nikwambie, nikikuwa ile tema British, sijui ma royal, sijui family. Nisikudanganye hapo tu nizaliwe tu as a rich white person.
I would.
Because ukikuwa like a black person unateseka. But when I think about before slavery in Africa, I wouldn't mind. We had kingdoms in Africa.
True.
And there's some luxuries that, saizi tunaweza sema, the way we've defined the soft life that people perceive of having material wealth, flowers, cars. But hao walikuwa na luxuries zao. Walikuwa na gold, maybe fabric yenye iko na colors, sijui smart, juu dye ilikuwa expensive back then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
So what are the practical ways? Realistically, tukisema, cause sisi wote tunataka kuishi soft life,
yeah.
But tuseme yenyewe mimi sina do. How can I live the soft life daily? Cause does it have to be kitu yenye monthly ndo najispoil, ama can I do it daily? What do you think?
I think you can do it daily at the convenience of your own time, your own money, at your own convenience.
Yeah.
But how do you get there? You have to work. You have to get the money. Some people might be having money from home. Some people might be working, you get. But personally, I feel like once you have this goal of this lifestyle you want to live, you have to work towards it.
Yeah.
And for me to want to live a soft life on a daily, I need to know what my financial plans are, what my financial plan is at the moment, for me to know how I'm going to live tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you can live it on a daily. Who said you cannot live a soft life on a daily? Because this life is all you make it to be.
Yeah.
This life is all you make it to be. If I want to live in a palace tomorrow, I will, if I want to. But if you want to do it on a monthly, well and good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that you've said that, because later on we'll get into how you can get there. Because there are things that maybe we dream about, na enye ukiangalia G-Wagon kusema ukweli hata ukinunua huwezi afford.
True.
Like ama hata ku maintain. But then there are practical ways of getting there, and we'll get into that. But let me toss it back to you, Austin. Umesema wanaume hawafai kuwa na soft life, and I feel like I completely understand your perspective. Tukisema hii part ya when you're trying to hustle, when you're trying to make money, but let's say you're already financially secure. You already have financial freedom, you're a CEO, you have managers managing your stuff, you ukona, everything is set, and you know you're considered to be successful or whatever, because I also want to get into that, the definition of success. Let's say you already have the freedom that you're seeking by your hustle. Are you then allowed to have a soft life, or is it then possible for you to exist in softness, ama una stay tough to the very end?
I feel like men should stay tough to the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, na feel hata ukiangalia difference ya mwanaume mwenye amelelewa softly na mwanaume mwenye ni hard, there's a big difference. You understand? Kwa sababu at the end of the day, the world is tough. You understand? And it's even worse for a man. You understand? Yeah. There's a lot of things that ladies can get away with that I can never get away with. You understand? Unless maybe nimezaliwa kwa a rich family vile anasema. You understand? But for a man, you have to work and work and work. And hata ukifika hiyo peak yenye unafikiria umefika, akunanga pali unafika and then mlima inaisha. Every time unafika pali, kuna mlima ingine. You understand? Yeah, and I feel like as men, that is a responsibility that God gave us, that we have to work no matter what, to the very end, to the very end. So that hata remain too sane we mwenyewe. You understand? I think it's good for men to just like.
But sasa I think it makes me wonder, can softness and being tough not coexist? Awezi kwa maybe msoft asubuhi ukiwa na demu yako, alafu unaenda kwa ofisi umekunja uso, alafu jioni uko like, hey babe,
urudi tena.
Like hakuna hiyo balance.
I think maybe definition yenye tunajaribu kukata cross hapa ya soft life ni kama mwanaume anafaa kuenjoy at some levels, ndio. Yeah, of which it's very necessary for everyone to have some good time.
Yeah.
You understand? But the thing is, as a man, unafaa ujue hiyo good time sio kitu yenye ndio sijui niwekeje, sijui haita kudefine in a way.
So umesema have a good time but in moderation.
In moderation.
Usiende sana.
In moderation, yeah.
Yeah. And I think now that makes me wonder, because most times when women come into a man's life, sindo maybe tunaweza fanya mwanamume akwe soft.
Manze.
Yeah, because unajua sometimes mwanamume anaweza kwa tu 5-in-1 shampoo. Ama ile shower gel yenye ni head to toe. Alafu dem akikuja anamwonyesha, hey, by the way babe, unajua leo tufanye face mask, kuna cleanser, kuna toner, and then the guy starts doing it. and the men also vice versa. So Bilha, what role do you think the females play in making men's life softer? Like, is it possible for you to make your man's life softer?
It is very possible. In what form? In a way that when you two mesema, doing skincare, going on to tiny dates, like picnics. You know, if you tell a man to go for a picnic, watakuangalia zile za right? Exactly.
Hata me, Austin unaweza vaa shati ya pink?
No.
Hata watu kwa set wame like aje sasa.
You see, going for picnics, wearing nicely, because when a lady gets into a man's life, you can see. You get kama kuna venye alikuwa anavaa unaona
hata nguo zinaoshwa na downy
manze zinanukia. You get, I feel like you can do so much in a man's life to make him soft without him even knowing, but you're just softening him. Pole pole tu. Yeah.
I really like that because unajua so many men don't admit it, but men behind the scenes with their women, huyo ndo amevaa bathrobe, akona kamag, na bonnet, like babe next. Tuseme nifanyie skincare leo, mnajifanya Austin. Tuseme tu ukiwa na demu yako akuja kwambie, babe unajua nimeona hii shati ya silk ya pink na inakaa smart na wewe. Alafu akuonyeshe maybe mtu mwenye unapenda amevaa hiyo shati. Huwezi vaa. Akwambia tuende date leo.
Unajua some of these things tunafanyanga tu kufurahisha manzi. It's not like ati unataka kufanya ama unafanya tu kumfurahisha. Huwezi niambia kuna mwanaume tu anafurahia kukaa hapo tu pako hizo mavitu kwa uso.
Na kama wako wenye paka wanafanya mani.
Sasa unaona, that is why naambia pia men wanafaa kuwa very careful kwa sababu wanaanzanga hivyo pole pole and then unajipata umeanza kubehave different.
Wewe uko na ile masculinity yenye kuchoma.
Unajipata
umeanza kuwa na watch unasema yes enda kuangusha magai.
Na sasa hizo after this
utapata nafanya hizo vitu.
Everything.
Utabutu muangalie mikono.
Labda anaweza kuwa ameenda
Anyways,
but that's the beauty, you know. Sometimes there's the beauty of you doing things behind the scenes, because kwa nyumba kuna vitu labda unaweza fanya lakini ukiwa na watu wako uwezi waambia. Even for women, unajua saa ingine tukwe tu honest, kuna vitu tunaweza fanya lakini mwanamume akiwa uko like oh my god babe hata siwezi panda hapo.
Siwezi change bulb.
Siwezi change bulb. Yeah, iko juu like guy. Afadhali hata caretaker. You know?
Yeah.
Bilha. Why? Let me ask first, because there are definitely men who bring out that side of us, who make us feel feminine and soft. Na kuna wale wanaume ukikana hata unaboeka, wewe ndio uko hapo, wewe ndio unalead, uko like wacha niangalie security ya hii place. Yeah. So when you're dating or when you're looking for a significant partner, hiyo inakuanga important for someone who you feel like I can rely on him, he's masculine.
Yeah. I feel like for a lady, once you start behaving like that around your man or around your person, like mtu unatafuta, you're in the right place because he's bringing out something that wasn't there. Because naturally for women, we are bound to like lead, not to lead per se, but to stand on our own. You get. But for someone, when someone comes in and they're like, unaanza kujiuliza, sifanyangi hivi, kwa nini nafanya hivi? You're in the right place. Mtu akisha kuambia kwa nini huwezi change bulb? Ni moto, haujai shika bulb. Last time wewe ndo ulichange. I feel like you're in the right place because they're bringing out the feminine side of you, which is very important.
I like that. And I think that's one thing that we women need to focus on. Mtu mwenye anafanya una feel too naturally
a girl.
Soft, like, oh my god, I just want to wear pink.
Yes,
you know,
I want to do my
flowers.
Yeah.
Austin, venye tuko hapa unatuangalia ni kama hata urelate. But najua kuna madem, of course unakati ya madem. Na of course unakuanga na expectations or you have a girl or you know whatever the situation is. Unaangalianga, do you look out for things like that? Kuona kama, because the way you've from your perception, being soft is a feminine character. It's a feminine trait. 100%. And even from what Bilha is saying, it's more of the feminine traits. Unaangalianga hiyo, unaangalianga mtu mwenye ako soft ama unataka mtu mwenye ukwe street smart. Tebu
absolutely
hatuwezi gongwa huko nje juu yako. You know, like what do you look for? Is that an important quality for you?
Very important. Personally, I think vile God aliumba dem na a different energy and a man with a different energy, so that wakikam pamoja nipate ku experience the side yake, kama hiyo vitu zenye mnasema sijui kufanya facial nini na enjoy, napata ku experience side yake na yeye anapata ku experience side yangu. So definitely when I'm looking for a girl, nataka pia mtu mwenye nitafanya life yake ikae soft na feel kama sitaki sisi wote tukue yani tuko tough wote. Haita make any sense, and sidhani hiyo relationship inaweza last for long, kwa sababu at the end of the day life is all about energy. So I'll be giving masculine energy, na mimi nataka pia kuona hiyo the feminine side of her. And also one thing I have realized over the years nikigrow, nimekuja ku realize when a masculine energy checks in a room, a feminine energy inaenda kwa spot yake immediately. You understand? So I think it's very important for men kujaribu ku build that energy in them. I think it's very important, kwa sababu venye tu mnasema kuna vitu unaweza jifanyia, but a masculine energy kicheck in unataka kuona tu amefanya. It's not like you cannot do, but you want to feel like I have a man in the house. You understand? The same way even for a man, kuna vitu tunaweza jifanyia but unataka ku feel kuna dem kwa nyumba. You understand? Ama kuna wife. So definitely hiyo ni kitu ya kuangalia.
Sindio? And I really like that, because unajua I think kuna era yenye women, even certain areas, saa ingine uko hapo maybe umevaa pink, uko feminine, and then people shame you for it. And I think girls, especially young girls, this is something that sijui kama ni kitu yenye watu wali experience, but ile yenye ume go through a tomboy phase, because unafeel ni kama ukiva pink ni like ew. You know. Yes. And I've seen so many people talking about the minute you start going back to loving pink and getting back into that family. Sisemi ati soft life ni like kupenda pink. Like unaona ile kukua comfortable in your feminine energy, kusema I just want to make my hair, you know, I want to look good,
you want to look nice,
makeup, nipake lipstick bila ku feel guilty. So how do we get there? Because unajua tumeongelea daily practices and we've just touched on wewe umesema hiyo kurauka and the facials nini, but how can we get there? What are daily things that maybe unaweza fanya ukiwa home useme by the way mimi naishi soft life?
Goes to the smallest things. Breakfast. Kama umezoea kukunywa strong tea na mkate kavu, you just say today let me make toast, let me make some white African tea.
Unacheka nini?
Unajua naongelea breakfast yangu.
You get doing something, it doesn't have to be a lot. You get just some nice breakfast, taking a nice shower with things that you like, doing your facials. Seek it too expensive. Facials, you can even do a scrub with just honey and sugar. You get, and after that you'll feel so pretty. And then maybe take a nap, a very nice power nap. The top. And then meditation. You see, that's soft life. Vitu zinafanya utulie. Yes.
Ukwelila. Napenda venye umesema power nap, niko like nimekumbuka ile audio ya ati today drained me.
Today drained me.
Saa 5 and then you're like breakfast, facial, shower, niko like I did way too much.
Let me sleep. Yes.
And there's so many. Unaona sasa, I think watu wakiperceive soft life, perhaps you're also picturing that. Ile yenye maisha yako tu uko tu relaxed, floral, ni vibes, but hakuna venye unaweza implement. Do you think there are practical ways for a man to make their life softer or easier? Ikwe tu ndo siku una go through it, but your day is slightly smoother because you have this one thing that you've done and inasaidia.
Yeah, definitely. For men, I think for a man to experience sasa whatever now you call soft life, unafaa make sure uko better every day in a way, in terms of physically, mentally and also spiritually. Venye tu amesema, it's not even, hata hizo vitu zenye anasema za kufanya facial, si wrong kwa mwanaume, you understand, but it's not manly. For a man, uenda gym, wachana na facial kwanza. Uenda gym, make sure pesa yako iko sawa, kwa sababu at the end of the day soft life ya mwanaume ni ku make sure the women wenye wako kwa life yake na watu wenye wako around wenye wanamdepend on wako na maisha poa. Hiyo ndio soft life kwangu. Kuona wale watu wananitegemea wako sawa. You understand? So mimi siwezi afford kulala mpaka saa 5. Hiyo si soft life kwa hiyo kijiji tangu.
But at least I feel like unaona hiyo pia kwenda gym because working out is a way of you loving yourself. So in some ways pia you need the soft life.
Yeah, that is.
Lakini we'll try and figure out some other healthy ways because I think there has to be balance.
Eat right. Sleep right.
Yeah.
You know.
Sleep right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, yeah, sleep right. Make sure just make sure uko better in a way as in uko.
Hata hiyo kusoma by the way, decluttering social media, una unfollow watu wenye hata they're not adding value.
Unfollow.
Hapo umesema no.
You have to unfollow them.
I feel like no, just keep them. But I think that's a very good basis that to name. But now I want us to get into maneno ya social media. Unajua tunaongelea hapa and it's very nice to focus on hizi vitu ndogo. But the minute we log into social media, there's a lot that we come across. There's a lot of lifestyles, pressure, vitu nyingi, especially kukua actress na kukua kwa media na engineering. I can just imagine.
Yes.
But I want us to take a very short break. Alafu, we'll come back and just get into this conversation. Lakini, meanwhile, I ask you a question. Nilikuuliza swali on social media. And the question was, do you think the people who are portraying the soft life on social media, is it real? Ama is it fake? Do you think the soft life people are portraying is a real life they're living? Ama is it just for the vibes, for the content? What do you think about this conversation? Go on our platforms at Y254 and let us know. We're going to sample your comments after the break, but stay tuned.